Bro, y'all think it's kind of crazy how when you hear people talk about certain situations or relationships, how people don't speak on like the in betweens at all? Like it seems that it's either leave the person or shut up and deal with the person. In weird ways, it's a small it's small ways to just cope with the fact that the person is the way that they are, or leave because you don't know how to, like, there's nothing else for you to know how to do. Like, you don't know how to deal with that person. You don't even know how to deal with yourself. And so trying to deal with the person is gonna nullify all of it because you're trying to deal with someone without having to deal with yourself and them deal with themselves, and then y'all see about what the deal is. Most of them say if it's too much, leave. But if you were, see, this is where it gets tricky, because if you had all of the shit together for the most part and you were healed, doesn't make sense. If you were aware enough that you're a piece of shit, that's what I'm seeing, because you can be as healed or unhealed as you want to be, or whatever the fuck, right? Whatever there is, but like, let's say, because this is where it gets funky for me. Let's say you do go down that supposed healed trail. We don't know who you spoke to get there and what you think. Like how can I? Like, you cleaned up the room or the kitchen or something, but you cleaned it with like something, like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you cleaned it, but you wiped everything down with like glue or something, and everything's clear and good, but it's just glue everywhere. So like, you did it, you did do it, you healed, but you like, that's what my question is. What is then healed to us? Because there can definitely be a false sense of it, and there certainly is. And the only way I can see that that's true, because one, we're all fucked up, and two, we all still have to make mistakes to learn more. So to say that anybody's healed or really close to healing, or like pretty much has gotten it, or has this like superiority complex over, well, you have this, that, and the third, and I see that within you, but I don't see the things within me that make me an asshole for trying to point this out in you. Like, I don't notice that part. I'm unable to teach you or show you, because that's more of what it is. I'm unable to do the things, and no, most people don't see it that way. They see it as, I taught you something, or I'm telling you something. So whatever I said with the way I clean my room or my kitchen, in order, however I was taught to clean, that's the way that it is. So that's the way that you need to listen to me, the way I'm telling you. That's what people do, and they think I'm healed. I got my shit together. I'm doing better than you because somebody said some stuff to me and I took it in, and now I'm telling you. Fuck validity. Fuck if we, like, because that's what I'm saying that gets tricky. Is like, but now we have to go into, but do you even know what the fuck you're talking about? My side included, because that's the part that bothers me, and this is what I'm saying about the relationship thing is, my side included, I know, for this is where it gets ridiculous. The more that I'm able to admit and work on said issues, the more complicated and muddy it gets for the situation. The more I go, oh shit, I am doing this. Yeah. And you know what else you could be doing? And you know what else could be happening? And you know what else could be going on? And you know what else you ain't doing right? And did you know this too? And it's like, no, yeah, I get it all. Yes, 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 I get that. I have blind spots. This is where it gets weird. I'm not healed. That's just that needs to go away now. I feel like we need a new something. Healed, unhealed, dumb. That's a dumb. Let's please let's throw it out. Trash that concept. It's stupid. It just creates superiority complexes. Cause now we're all still in the bucket, everybody. We all still in the same bucket, dude. Make it make sense to me. That is a dumb concept altogether. Get rid of it. Healed. None of us, the people that are teaching you, need more help than you do. That's why they started what they were doing. So it gets funny and gets really weird when you have, because like I said, me doing my best to say, hey, I do like teaching people. I have to do my best to keep that even kill of ego or whatever. I have to do my best to see, because again, I wanted to also talk about balance. People think that balance is just balance and it's even and it's all nice and symmetrical and perfect and it's this and you got to bring this down and lift this one up and bring that one down and lift this one up and now all of them on the same. All now we're good because they're all even. That's dumb. What if I really like to have fun? What if you know what I'm saying? What if I really don't? Whatever, you don't like myself, or but I like that I don't like myself. I need to keep it down here because you don't know my way is actually to keep this ego thing also down here, and that keeps this other thing way up here, and that's balance. I'm still balancing the things. The things are not going to be perfect when I go to do it. It's not going to make sense when I'm going to do it. That's why I'm attempting to make sure that I'm able to juggle and hold all this together. I gotta see. Okay, I need more on this. I need to do less on this. I need to do this a little more this way and that way. But it's such a clear cut and dry. Oh, this ain't working out. I gotta, and then you'll trail around the back and that's why I see what they mean when they say you go right back to the same person. Different location, that's cool. Different time and space, that's fine as well. Guess what? Same person. Same person. So you go, I don't want to deal with this. I'm cutting you off. I'm gonna go heal. And then you go heal, whatever that means, and then you go right back to the same person. Even if they're dressed up a little bit better. Even if they have a little, still somewhere deep down, it's the same issues, and you can't. You're like, yo, what? What? There's no in between anything. There's no, hey, we know that we need people to work together. Like, we must have others to do anything together. To think that you're going to go alone in the woods, be musty, not deal with anybody, and you're just going to be happy with yourself. You're gonna go after some time thinking, oh, I did all this hard work. I was able to build this and do this and this stuff all alone, all by me lonesome, all by myself. I did it, and then and that's what, dude. That's why one of the biggest reasons why I make these videos so I can check myself, because that's one of the last things I want to do, because I thought that not saying I thought that would be a good idea, but putting myself in situations and seeing how all of this plays out in the world and just going, man. But no, it's still a no. It's still there's people out there, and I refuse to think that the way that I think now is going to be the only way I think for the rest of my life. Meaning, there's no way in the world I'm going to think that I'm going to continue to have to deal with the same people. Because if that's the case, then that means I know that I'm going to continue to think the way that I think in this moment. I'm going to continue to have these thoughts and never, because I'm always going to go, oh, I'm going to always have these people. If I didn't have these videos to look back at or just to know that I'm making them and things like that, dude, you know? But I just feel like it's kind of crazy how we skip that part of we need people. You will find the same person no matter how far or fast you move. You're going to go, all of them. You're going to go through the whole deck of cards and go, what the they're all a bad hand. What? And somebody will walk up one day and go, dude, we were playing pinochle, not no fucking, we were goddamn playing fucking water polo, not cards. Life is about fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, life's about hiking, not fucking eating jelly beans. That's you just kept eating jelly beans. You just kept counting the jelly beans instead of fucking, and you thought just because somebody told you in your jelly bean classes or whatever sessions that you just needed to continue to count and eat jelly beans. And it's like, dude, but what if you gotta stop eating the jelly beans with any of the people you deal with? Like, no matter what goes on or who is doing it, stop fucking with the jelly beans. Go on a hike. Like I said, my only issue is doing this and seeing it and going, oh shit, I still have work to do. Duh. Well, yeah, of course, right? Of course, it's a horse. I have things to do. But when I come to that, I think that's when I think, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing it as that's more of a time to start to slowly, mentally, and then physically move your way out of things. It doesn't even mean you give up on the people, you completely cut ties with the people. None of that. It doesn't mean any of those things I'm learning. Like, if they choose to do what they choose to do, and you continue to keep your boundaries and let them know, and everything is still in a respectable sense, I don't see how. You know what I'm saying? Just is only thing is gonna be different is gonna be distance. Nothing else. So it's like, and of course time and whatever, but you know what I'm saying? You get it. But it's just like, you have an opportunity with that person though to still work out whatever you gotta work out with yourself. And the chances are, if you were to work on that with said person, it would help the relationship. But like I said, the issue with me is that I do that and it's kind of like I don't know, if it means, okay, let's really start to put more focus on moving on into other things and spaces. Or, because I don't feel like try harder is it. I've learned me trying harder to fix it if it doesn't want to easily be fixed. Like, if you can tell, oh man, I'm doing all I can do and it's still just not. Like, I know I'm putting in effort. I know I'm apologizing. I know I'm saying, and I know that I'm doing different. I know that I'm making the difference. I know for a fact that I'm doing different for these people, for myself. And those people around me still make it a hard time. Okay, all right. Okay, but we don't need to crash out. We don't need to tell them about themselves like crazy. We don't need to you don't need to over explain yourself and do all the dumb shit either though. But just to completely let go of the whole situation is questionable, because that is still a thing. You get me? Because it's like nobody's really going anywhere. Just like the internet, people remember people, especially more nowadays than any time. People remember people and can easily get a hold of them. So it's not like these people are just going anywhere. Where like they remember, they can message you today, They can find your app, your timestamp, your fucking links, you goddamn. They can find all of you today if they wanted to. Talk to you right now. That wasn't always like that, and I don't think we take that into consideration enough either. That dude, you can't just fucking leave like you think you can, and people can and will find you. It's got to mean something, at least for today's times. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not so much before, but you can't run away. You like literally, dude. Where there's child support, where there's dude, you can't run. I don't know what the fuck is out there that do people got to deal with, but people deal with it, and it finds them. So I don't think we really checking in, man, on the fact that we ain't really going nowhere. So to just go, that person, fuck them, dude. Now, if they just doing, they just doing you dirty. If they just doing you heinous, just wrong. Oh, dog, you're wrong. Oh, dog, you're wrong. If they just do you wrong, then that's all. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the severity of what the wrongness is, you know. But like I say, I know this is like, but that energy comes out regardless, and it comes out and back like a boomerang. It's weird, but it seems like a thing. Like at least for me with the whole karma thing, you know what I'm saying? But I just noticed that it goes out, and it always comes back. It always makes its way, no matter what the energy is. So if you're like, that person's fucking crazy, check in on how out there you may be. That dude, that person, that girl, nasty. Hmm. Again, hey, dude, why you don't really like? Which is a weird question. Why you don't really like? Oh, that's why Johnny don't talk about people like that and do all that stuff. What? Yeah. Why? Why would I do that? It's gonna come back at me. And if anything, if I do it, all I gotta do is go, oh shit. Oh. 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 Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man, I just feel like it's like, what's the purpose? Because it's gonna come back at you, and you will inevitably have to deal with it. You will 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 deal with it. How fun is that? Huh? Yeah, I just wanted to pop on real quick. You know what I'm saying? Pop on real quick. You know what I mean? Spit a couple words. But I think it's true, and I think it's kind of shitty that, you know, people are moving so quick with relationships and not seeing how important it is. Most don't care. That's fine. Most women just do what they do and don't think that there's any consequences. Then they always question why they suffer. They wonder, why can't I get my life together? Why don't my weed fit right? Why I can't get this? Why I can't get these girls? Why can't I have this fun? Why can't I be this way? Why my press zones keep falling off? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Why my hair can't grow? Let me stop. I love my hair. See, prime example right there. Gotta chill out. See, that ain't cool. Gotta leave people alone. people alone. I think that's the real magic. Again, is you doing it to you and you thinking that people like that's the real rich craft. Witchcraft. That's the real is your own mind, and you don't think so. You don't think you're that powerful to do the shit that you do to you. You don't even think you don't even think you do it to you. That's how powerful you are and sneaky. What me again? Damn it. Consequences of my own actions. Apparently, they bleed through other people. Ain't that fun? You cannot run away from yourself. That's a fun lesson, dude. It's a fun fucking lesson. Because I'm learning it too right now, dude. I'm going through it right now, seeing all the bullshit that I do to myself. And no, I don't blame people. I mean, I'm sure I've already said enough, and the people that know that there's a lot of things that I do also because there's clear precautions that I think anybody and everybody makes, and I think I'm no different that I take precautions in life. And just because I don't tell you the precautions I take doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. Just like it doesn't make you a bad person that you want to keep your boundaries and all your stuff and all you like to yourself that's sacred to you. You want to keep that to you until you feel it's able to be divulged, until that day you feel like talking about it to that person or whatever. I don't think there's a difference. I don't see a difference either when it comes to tests. I don't get how it's so easy for certain demographics to be able to test people and it's not okay for other people to test people. I think it's perfectly fine for both and all sides, all of them, not just two, all of the sides to be considered when it comes to things like that. I mean, we're all trying to protect ourselves, our hearts, and our peace. Of course, we must dive into the unknown at times, but we still gotta make sure we're good on our end, and I don't think anything's wrong with that. I gotta put that out there because it's like, I don't see anything wrong with making sure that you're the person that I need to be with. How is that not? That's cool, right? So, take that however you will, and then to the people that meet me and have met me, take that how you will. But I don't mind putting it out there because I think it's crazy that I hear all the time, and it sounds right. It sounds like the thing to do. Why would I put all of that, all those eggs in that basket, and not see what I'm gonna get in return? That's weird. It's weird. It's weird because like I've done that, but like I said, if I don't have the self control to know, okay, maybe I don't need to, maybe I do need to see what they do. Maybe I don't have to give up every single bit of information to these people when I barely even know who they are. Why would I continue to do that and clearly watch my heart get stomped in the streets? What would make me continue to do that? So that doesn't make sense. But like I said, I'm still going to be as vulnerable as I possibly can be because I was running into this issue when it comes to like just not well, of course it's not, it's just seeing myself really, but going, oh, that might be more hurt, or that might be hurt that I might not be recognizing, that I think, okay, I'm just protecting myself when it is just something that I'm fearful of or shying away from. That's the difference between them, right? Like knowing the difference and seeing those, opening up those new fields of ideas and going, oh shit, I'm just being fearful. I'm only producing this off of a wound and not because I know it's to protect me or to elevate me, help me, or expand my horizons or anything like that, right? Like it's a different ball game that I'm not recognizing, and it's a hurt. It's not a good whatever. It's hurt, and I'm moving off of that. and I don't, I'm registering, I'm titling it as a good thing, and it's not, because I've only seen it as a good thing because, well, it doesn't get me hurt. I don't get to feel the pain that I once felt when I was super vulnerable and super sensitive and didn't have the toughest skin, which I have the toughest skin. I just also have to realize that I'm a human being and I don't have to be so, not necessarily so nonchalant, but I can give some emotion, because I don't need to give all emotion if we can keep up, right? I don't have to be so nonchalant, but still gonna be, because fuck you, and that's just how it is. But also, hey, I'm down to be more sensitive and more vulnerable than I have been before. It's just, and that's what I said about the in betweens. I was getting into in betweens because it's like, how is it like I'm not able to go through, like, I see these videos and I don't think people really, like I said in the other video, check in with that life is life and people have a process to go through. Just like this one where it was talking about the wine, they put a glass of wine and they took the water and sink it, and it took like a long ass time for the water to completely dilute the wine. It took a long, like, it was just like, and you thought, okay, here we go, we're almost done, and it's gonna, like, because you know how when you do something in the sink and it's all going boom, but it just kept flowing, and it started to get light, and you think, okay, this is the part. Okay, no, this is the part. All right, now this is where we're gonna get the good healing. Okay, no, this, and it just kept doing it, and for us, you know what I'm saying, for a good second, you just keep wondering, like, I mean, I'm giving this full fucking blast, dude. Like, I'm thinking I'm about to fucking, it's over. Like, this is the part where I don't have to worry about doing all the healing stuff, and the water just kept flowing. The wine stayed in the glass for an excruciating amount of time, if you catch my drift. It wasn't just two splashes and we're done here. It wasn't even some years and some good decades worth of time. In my mind is when I'm watching this video. I don't see it. I see it making sense as, oh shit, this is a life. This glass is life. This is a lifetime event happening. And the only time I might even be able to, and it won't end because I got to come back here and finish off whatever else. And there's no finishing, because what are we really here to finish? We're here to have fun and work on things and play and evolve and see and, all that type of stuff. Nowhere in the book does that say done. Done. We're done. Nowhere in the book does it say that. So for people to live this life and go, I'm only 20, got it. I'm only 25, got it. I'm only 50, got it. But I wasted 30 years doing fuck all because I thought, well, I only need to protect myself. I only need to stay to this one person. I only need to deal with this one situation. I only need to have this one life. I only need to do this one thing. We good. I made it. I did it. I was able to get a promotion. Woo! Fixed all of it. Fixed everything. I'm good. Fixed it. We fixed it because I got a promotion. We fixed it because I had a kid. We fixed it because I was able to hold down this family for a couple years. Fixed. I'm good. And then people have fucking dementia. Where does that come from? Where does all these mental ailments come from? Bro, what? Fixed it. No, got my family. Done. Done. I was able to move to Guam, done, or where Peru, or I don't know, Istanbul, or where the fuck, I don't know where the fuck people do with their lives. I was able to go do this thing in my life, done. I went through this one event or these 100 events, done. And it's like, dude, it's kind of annoying because, like I said, that's the thing about this whole, oh, where do you think you're at? You and your ego and your God complex. Man, go some fucking where, dude. Don't you think, bro, you don't think I'm able to have that? Be modest. Have some. Fuck that. Be modest. I would say humility, but be modest. Still realize that I have things to work on. Still choose to see life for what it be right here and there. Not what we all, because that was my big one, seeing potential, everything potential, potential. What about potential? What are we doing here? What are we doing here, bro? What are we doing? I would love for everybody to really ask that for themselves. What are we doing here? If we can do that, I think we'd be rocking it. But like I say, dude, I don't see how it's not like, because like I said, we are in the people say this too, but we of course know we're in this age of information and dumber than ever. People are more confused, I'll say, in the attempt to give them the benefit of the doubt. Because it's like, dude, could we all just stop and for 2 seconds? 2 seconds. Meditate. Do something. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. 2 seconds. If shut up for two. Shut the fuck up. 2 seconds. Listen. Oh man, I don't get it. I don't get it. I think it's a shit show, and I think people like smelling their own ass, dude. That's because the amount of projection that I'm getting at, right? It's like, dude, God. Okay, I have a God complex. Correct. Okay, dude, do you see that I don't give a shit about none of this? No, you don't. Okay, I'm looking into this situation. You don't see that either. Okay, dissecting. No, I just, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 Ooh, I say you. Ooh, I say ooh. I say you. I say ooh. I feel good. Lordy Jesus, dude. Man, y'all funny, bro. So like I say, the projection is immaculate. Is on point. People project and can't help themselves. And like I said, I'm at this weird point now to where like I see, and so it's tough to even make mistakes, but I don't have to make mistakes. Do you know how tough that is? Like I said, it's the age of information. It's tough. I know what not to do. But am I not supposed to do them? Y'all hearing me? I hope y'all listening. Because it's like, what do you do with that? You know, hey, maybe this is not something I'm supposed to be doing. But you do it anyway because are you not supposed to? Where are the mistakes supposed to be made if you know you're not supposed to make every single mistake you see you're not supposed to make? Is that the mistake you're making? Is that the one? It's like, The mind of an overthinker, dude. And I don't even be thinking that much. This was crazy about it. I don't even be thinking that much. But when I do, boy, do I do. Boy, do I think. The fun stuff, dude. But yeah, I think the most unfortunate part about all of this stuff is that it's very difficult to have someone to talk to like really be able to talk to. Like that's tough because it's like it seems like it's just gonna have to start being like people on a podcast or something, or people. I'm at this point now. I don't know what else to do. Like instead of just other than just talking to this, I don't know what else to do. I will continue to do this until the day I no longer can do it. But as of right now, it's kind of weird because the people that I think that I can talk to, it just always brings me back to myself. And so that's the weird journey I'm on right now, is finding myself to find the people that I don't have to find the time to figure out what the fuck they talking about, dude. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Nigga, help me! What the fuck? That's where it's at. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? But also, what's up, dude? Like, come on. Quit playing. I gotta get it all out. You know what I mean? But it's like, fuck you, dude. What the fuck? Damn it. Shit. Fuck. You know? But like I say, man, I keep on trucking, dude. I keep on doing it. I keep on doing it. But it's just tough that there's growing pains, and I'm giving the acknowledgement of it. It's other things and this is a part of it too. There's things that also can be thrown on to what I'm saying and being flavored, if you will, or titled as something else, misname, nomer, name, not mispronounce, misadizzle, whistle with the bit on goddamn mistletoe. You know what I mean? Things can be thrown on what I say, such as dirt. Oof. Such as dirt, you know what I mean, dude? Which brings me back to the in between. I just want to know what is up with relationships and not really having one with a lot of people, to where there's no, it's either I don't like you, even if, you still do things here and there from afar, far, 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 far. But it's either I don't like you or we must stay together and be miserable. Like there's no in between of either working on it or even if we separate, finding ways to maybe even bounce back to be cool again or something like that. That's not really like I'm not. It's happening, I'm sure, but not many. It's not enough. It's not enough of a narrative to say, "Hey, I'm fucking up," and then that other person. Let's get real specific on what I mean by that. I'm sure, knowing who I am and seeing who I am, you can defer on your own what I mean by this. But other people also, after hearing you give your acknowledgement and your side and you apologizing for it and giving more than enough confirmation of said action change, and said person chooses to keep secrets, that's kind of what I don't know what to do with that, because people want to say it's not all people that do it when it's their turn to hold themselves in any way they seem and deem fit, right? I don't know. What do I know, right? What do I know? But, hold themselves to that, and you get the blankest of stares and dares And it's like, okay, but I know but I know for a fact I did my part. I know for a fact I did what I was supposed to do to make the changes. What makes you choose not to? How dare a person say that they care or love or would fend for, which is not even a fucking option, for a person, but choose not to listen to them, care for them, manage any part of their life that helps you in the long run? Why is that not the generating factor of, well, if I do really well for me, in turn of me saying I'm really doing well for my partner, I know that when I'm saying that, I'm saying I'm doing really well for my partner. That in turn, I will certainly have more do well for me because I have a partner. They're happy. They want to do for me. They do for me. Why? Because I do for myself. What that mean? I'm doing for them. I make sure I do for them. Meaning, how well am I making sure that when I go, hey, you weirdo, how weird am I being right now? Hey, you didn't do this. Why didn't you just do it? Hey, this is the way I need to be. Why didn't you just make sure? Why is there no confirmation on, hey, because this is this weird thing where I feel like this is, you don't need reassurance as a man, as a person, even as a grown woman. Like, people don't need reassurance for anything. You're just supposed to be assured yourself all the time. And it's like, I get that. I get that. I get that. As a man, definitely I get that. That you need to find that because, like I said, I'm still a young man, and I'm finding it. I'm finding it. I'm finding it. I don't know how they do it. Or the wrist thingy. It stayed straight. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm finding it. I'm working on it, man. You know what I'm saying is that now that's what the journey is. How dare you? You know? How dare you? But yeah, man. It's like this is what the journey is. Why try to smother it? Why try to suffocate it? Why try to, you're supposed to be that one person to make sure that doesn't happen. Even if it's through a lesson, even if it's through tough love, you still gotta make nice. You still gotta, you massage that bitch and get the good rubbings and you do all that stuff, and you still gotta make nice, love the skin out. You still gotta love the body after. Why is there no, in most conflicts, okay, I messed up. Let's work on it. I still feel like that ain't enough. What ain't enough? What else? What else? There's always more. There's always another thing. I get there's always gonna be another thing, but is there always another thing? Oh no. Can there once not be a thing? In every situation, there's always got to be at least one thing that's just not gonna make this situation cool. And the worst part is, no matter how much I try to make it, that's the worst part about it. You don't make it cool. That's apparently a sign of weakness. Oh, you trying to which I guess it makes sense. Why would I reward a bad behavior? The fact is, what makes you think it's cool to carry that out knowing you know the situation? That was a big one for me too. So you knew all of this before. I made the mistake. You didn't like it. Then you do it to me, knowing you had years on me and told me you didn't like it and still did that thing. Even after I said, okay, apologize, I'm gonna change, not gonna do that again, just so you can go do it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. So that whole thing, man, where it's like, well, what do you do with the in between? You could just cut it off, but you gotta know how to do it gracefully and all that stuff. Like you could just, but it's not just cutting a person off. It's not just moving on to me. It seems it's like there's a lot more intricacies to how you move away from this person or into another world. Of course, you excluding the people, how you move into something else. That's where I'm at right now. Because it seems like I feel like in my head, which I feel is true for everybody, you need people to do things. No matter what you think that thing is, you're going to need this person to help you. But having to move still with my intentions of knowing, okay, but still, me. In the end of it all, still me. Still me. Because in the end of the day and all of it, may be me. So that's where it's at, dude. I think I'm gonna leave it there.